How's it going, everyone? Alright, so this is Final Fantasy IV All Bosses Speedrun, where I'm trying to beat all bosses in Final Fantasy IV as fast as I can, and I'm playing the Pixar Remaster version on PC. So, in FF4 we're playing as Cecil, who's the main character, and we are back on our mission from Nisidia, where we successfully stole the water crystal from them. Then monsters attack the ship, and we have this scripted fight where we can't do anything to make it faster. Or slower. Oh, maybe you can pause, I don't know. Either way, we have another fight. We land in Baron, where Captain Bacon greets us, and we go and the king to deliver the water crystal. Thank you very much for the resub, Ashelia. Very much appreciated. Yeah, we are invited and we hand over the water crystal. And then we ask if it was truly necessary to do that, and for asking that question, the king demotes Cecil and sends him on a mission to deliver the bomb ring to a village called Mist. And Kane, who comes in defense of Cecil, also gets sent on the mission. So we will leave there in the morning. Yeah, I don't change default speed to run, so we can move faster without having to hold down circle. And yeah, we meet Rosa, and Rosa says that she will stop by at Cecil's place. Rosa is Cecil's love interest. And then Sid is kind of like a father figure to Rosa. We go to the tower and rest up. And as promised, Rosa pays us a visit. We talk a little about like Rosa says that tells Cecil to be careful, and Rosa knows that Cecil is a good man, not evil. And so we leave. Ariel Milk, how are you doing? But yeah, so basically, Baron has their ships, so they're strong and have a strong military. And Baron's seeking for Welch crystals. But as they do so, the number of monsters keeps increasing. I'm doing good. Yeah, so I removed all equipment except for the weapons from Cecil and Kane, so that they would get their turns faster, allowing me to flee the enemies faster and get more turns on Miss Dragon while she's in the dragon form. Then I set my config. I put battle speed and message speed very fast, so that, well, everything goes faster. And I turned on continue auto battle and cursor memory. Continue auto battle. You want in the Pixel remasters, you want to spend as much time as possible in auto battle because there's a speed up on the game when auto battle is on. So it's not just to get your turns in faster, it also the animations are a little bit faster. We attack and jump, and then dragon turns into mist. You can't hurt the dragon when he's in mist form. I wait for her to turn back, and then continue damaging. Jump is stronger than attack, so I'm jumping with Kane. One more jump. You can sometimes get lucky and kill before the second missed phase, but today. That was not a great fight. Hey Banana, yes I do play on normal XP and guild gains. There's no boosters are on. But yeah, so we beat the Mist Dragon, and then we reach Mist. And then that activates the bomb ring, which releases several bombs in the village and destroying the whole village. Then we hear a girl screaming that her mother is dead because we killed the dragon. So, whoops. But we want to do the right thing and make it up and protect the girl, at least. Even if everything else has gone wrong. But obviously, since we killed her mother, she doesn't appreciate us and summons Titan. Hey Groudon, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Damn. This separates us from Kane, and the girl is knocked out, so Cecile decides to bring her to somewhere where she can rest. Fortunately, there is an inn nearby. Unfortunately, I did get an encounter one step before the town. It does happen. So in this game, every time you get into an encounter, like you get an encounter after a certain amount of steps that varies by like 10. So it depends on which screen you are on, but it's like something like it can be like between 25 and 35 or 30 and 40 or something like that. But whenever you get into an encounter, whether it be a random encounter or a forced encounter such as this, it starts from the beginning. So if I hadn't, no matter whether I got the encounter that I got before the inn or not, I'm still in the same place stepwise. So that was just an extra encounter that I got, which is made me lose a little bit of time. Yeah, we defend Rydia from the Baron soldiers who try to kill her, so she's starting to trust us a little bit. So we go and explore the village, and we find Rosa, who's sick with the desert fever, and now we need to go and get an Sand Ruby from Antlion's Den to heal her. It's the best encounter to get, but unfortunately we don't have Tela yet. I do want to kill at least one encounter after getting Tela, because he will be the actual character killing the encounter. And if I had gotten the previous encounter, I would have just killed that one, and that would have been enough. But now I got that one, so okay, we get both. Okay, so now I've killed enough encounters to get Cecil to level 13 for Antlion. And that was also just enough to get Cecil to level 12 for Octomammoth as well, so that's nice. But yeah, Tella is also on his way to Damcien to find his daughter, who ran away with a bard from Damcien. Tella means you're there in French. So for the next fight, I want only Cecil to survive, so that Cecil will get to level 13 for Antlion. The strategy is to just have Cecil attack and the other two defend. And once Cecil gets to low HP, well, once Cecil or Tella gets to low HP, I will have Tella cure Cecil, so Cecil doesn't die. Bree has taken 2 hits already, which is nice. Tella's taking a lot of hits as well. There she goes. I didn't even need to heal Cecil. It's nice. So it's very nice and Antlion. Yeah, and then we reach Damcien, but the Red Wings get there first and bomb the blaze for some reason. Did they have a crystal there, maybe? I don't know. But before checking how everyone's doing and if Tella's daughter is safe, we go and raid the treasury. Get Elixir, Ether, Phoenix Down, and Holy Arrow from here. Annoying. Whatever. So yeah, then we find Anna. Who's gravely injured, and the Spoony Bard. And then Anna pleads for Tella to stop, and they stop fighting, and they say that it's not Edward's fault that Anna dies, and instead we should be mad at someone called Golbez, who's the new commander of the Red Wings. So Tella leaves to swear his revenge on Golbez, and Edward joins us to the party. Joins the party to help us on our mission to get the Scent Ruby. It also gives us the hovercraft, so we can reach there. I grab the spider silk. I grab the Antarctic wind along the way. I grab the Ether, the emergency exit, and the Phoenix Down. The emergency exit means that I don't have to run all the way back from the dungeon. And I grab another Spider Silk. Spider Silks inflict slow, and I'm gonna use them on the final boss. So then the Antlion attacks, and then we fight. Edward hides when he gets to critical HP. That doesn't really matter, like, I'm only dealing damage with Cecil anyway. It is nice that Edward gets XP. So that he can be a little bit more useful for in the fights. Yeah, we got the Sun Ruby, so we had to cure Rosa. Yeah, we were set at the Kaipo, and during the night, Edward goes to play his harp. And gets attacked by Sahagin. In this fight, we need to attack 3 times. I removed all the equipment from Edward so that he would be faster, and the animation would be faster. I'm not sure if that's overall a time gain. You save a couple of seconds in the fight, so it depends on how long does it take to remove all the equipment. But I don't know, it might also save like prevent one Sahagin turn, which would be then an extra time save. I don't know. Yeah, then we head to Fabul. And Rosa tries to persuade Rydia to use fire to melt the ice, but she doesn't like fire because her village was burnt down. But she does it anyway. One step away from an encounter skip. So encounter skip happens if you would get an encounter on the step that you enter a new screen. If that happens, then the encounter gets skipped, and well, you don't get the encounter. And then here we find Yang, who's fighting the Demomois. You can you finish this fight off with the next kick if I high roll on the lower Demoi. Nice. Good job, Yang. And we get to the fight. There, attack with Cecil and Yang. Okay. Unfortunate that one survived. And we head to Fabul to protect their crystal from... This time we do reach before the Baron. Attacks. Yeah, against the monsters, it's best to have Edward attack the Leshy on the back and then Cecil will take care of the Sahagin and Yang the Goblin. But all of them can under damage. I targeted the wrong thing with the young. Thanks a lot, Juanita. How are you doing? That sucks. Then Cecil versus Kane, the fastest way to deal with this fight is to have Cecil kill himself, but sometimes he under damages, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Golbez and Kane are able to like get the crystal, so we head to the inn to figure out our next move. Grabbing the Magus Sisters, which inflicts Berserk on the user. And then we're going to leave. Well, the king also gave us the Deathbringer as a better weapon for Cecil. And we head to the ship. Oh yeah, Golbez also kidnapped Rosa. So Cecil kind of wants to, or needs to fight Golbez as well. So we're trying to sneak in the Baron by using the ship. But on the way there, you run into Leviathan, who creates a whirlpool. And Rydia falls overboard, and Yang jumps in after her. But yeah, and ship gets destroyed, and we are on a beach by ourselves. And we head to the nearby town. It's none other than Mysidia that we destroyed earlier, or that we attacked earlier. But I will buy a flame rod and crossbow. As well as 2 wizard hats and light shield. We go and talk to the elder. And apologize. And the elder sends us to on a journey to become a paladin to clear out the darkness and the twins Pelham and Porum to join. Nice. Deathbringer. Sort items and do a big shop here. Oh, Fire Claw. These. 5 potions. High potions, 10 Phoenix Stones. Ish. Then we head towards Mount Ordeals to do our trial. So, Callum uses Blizzard to take down the fire. And meanwhile, Golbez sees Cecil as a threat and sends Scarmillion to dispose of him before he becomes paladin. And we meet Tala again. Who's seeking Meteor. as his way of dealing with Golbez. And let's change the party, as we are both after Golbez. Then we'll fight Scrumleon. I use Boom Fragment to kill. The bombs. And then have the twins use Twin Cast. Then I kill the twins. So I get XP. More XP for all my party members. And then we get attacked by Scrumleon again. Fortunately, Cecil survived, but whatever. Then we get the mirror where a voice calls Cecil. And then we become Paladin and Cecil has to fight himself. And as we do that, Tella learns Meteor. Remembers all of his spells, so he knows all the black magics now. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Dragon, very much appreciated. But yeah, when Cecil becomes Paladin, his level drops to 1. And then, so I'll have Cecil only be alive so that he gains a lot of levels, as well as also how the XP in this game works is that also not only is Cecil getting all the XP here, but also Kane and Rosa, who left the party, are also getting the full XP, and Yang. So this is a very efficient grind. I will kill all the enemies on my way and force a few encounters as well. Yeah, taking Chocobo, get here faster without any more encounters, and I also revived Tella for the fight against Yang, or the Baron Shoulders. Yeah, we make it back to the Elder. And we become the or we are like the one that the Mysidian legends have talked about. But yeah, we need to go and beat Golbez, so the Elder lets us use the Devil's Road to get back to Baron. And Pelham and Pullum decide to stick around, even though the Elder wants them to continue their studies. Hey Superior, how are you doing? And hey Umfreak, how are you doing? In Baron, we go to the inn first, where we find Yang. But it seems like Yang is in the leagues with the Baron now. And attacks us. In this fight I need to wait until the second kick, then wait for that ATB to stop for a second there and then attack. And that's how you knock some sense to Yang. And then he comes to his senses and we go to the inn, introducing everyone to Yang. And we notice that Yang has the Baron key. Which allows us to visit the weapon shop. Buy Thunder and Ice Claw, 4 headbands and 2 Kempo geese. And then we can enter the sewers. Still's playgrounds were when he was a great kid. True. Yang took a little bit more damage than I would have liked. Then I... so put Tala in the back row. I give Cecil headband and Yang the new equipment as well. And then we're spotted by Baigan, who changed the party. But then Palam and Porum realized that Baigan is actually a monster. Well, Panda got the body, and I tried to get rid of the left arm as quickly as possible. Fortunately, it survived 2 attacks. Hope that doesn't do anything annoying. Yeah, that's fine. It uses Constrict, and if it constricts Yang or Cecile, that's basically, I'm basically dead. Probably need to heal again. And both the twins are dead. which is ideal. So I get more XP for Cecil, Kane, and Rosa. Everyone's on good HP, or good enough HP that I don't need to heal before Gagnaso either. So Gagnaso builds up the torrent of water, but you can get rid of it by casting Tandaga. And that deals a lot of damage as well. And then finishing off with another Tandaga. The fastest fight, but whatever. It's fine. Thank you for 5 gifted subs, Foxfear. Very much appreciated. That puts us 39 subs away from FF10 Nemesis. Speedrun. Yeah, we got to... Alum and Parm sacrificed themselves so we could escape Golbas's trap, or was it Gagnaso's? Either way. And then Sid joined the party. And we got the airship, but then Kane joins to inform us that if we want Rosa back, we need to bring the Earth Crystal to him. So we went to Troya to only to find out that the Earth Crystal was stolen by a Dark Elf, and who's now in the Magnetic Cave. But he has set a curse, which slows down everyone who has metallic equipment on, or paralyzes everyone that has metallic equipment on, so everyone but Sid right now. But it's fine, Sid can flee from the enemies here. Our glass and spider silk here. Equip an iron arrow on Sid, so now Sid also has some metallic equipment on. Which makes me insta-lose this fight that you can't win anyway. Then I equip the ruby ring on Tala so that the elf can't use X on or cast Pig on Tala. Fine. Just one One Cura too many. Yeah, then we get to the Tower of Sot, where Golbez is. It might die now in the fight, which would actually be nice for XP. Oh, sure, 1 HP. Oh, that saved me a Phoenix down. Then I moved everyone to back row, so that I would take less damage. Go here to get the Gaia Hammer. Wizard Pack. Gets Flame Sword. Nice. Magus Sisters. The best way to deal damage is Hellas and Daga, because it will deal massive amount of damage. But it is a little bit slow, and the middle one is reflected, so I will have the others attack the middle one. By others, I mean Yang and Cecile, and then Sid attacked once, and then Sid started using a Gaia Hammer, which inflicts Quake. Because that's a way to deal a little bit of damage to all of them, as Tandagas is not quite enough to kill. Then we get to Golbez. Hela attacks for seeking revenge for the for his daughter. Still tries to go after, or Tella weakens Golbez, but unfortunately is not able to finish him off, but weakens enough that Golbez also isn't able to finish off us, and he goes somewhere, I don't know where. And Tella asks, us to revenge Anna for him, as he is no longer able to. And then we go to Kane, as Tella spells broke Golbez's control over Kane. So Kane brings his Rosa. And we save her just in time. And then Rosa and Kane join the party. With the crossbow and holy arrow on Rosa. Yang gets the prisoner square. Kane gets headband and Kempogi. Gets mithril armor. Rosa will heal all. Then Barbaricia time. Issues, Cecile. Like Ocean. damage. I bother healing his Sid. Probably not. Fortunately, Rosa is not level 23. At least I don't think so. She can sometimes join at level 23, but I don't think my XP was good enough for that this run. The arrows teleports us from Tower Assault before it explodes. And we're back in Baron. I want to equip the headband on Rosa so Rosa doesn't get confused. And I removed everything from Sid because, well, Sid is going to leave the party. Yeah, we have the magma rock or whatever, which we need to throw into this well in order to create the path to the underworld, where Golbez is now after the dark crystals, as he's got all the light crystals. Of course, we then witness that the Red Wings are fighting someone. And of course we don't go around them, but just fly into the middle of it. But yeah, our ship gets damaged, so we have to land. And we go to the Dwarven Castle. And meet the Dark Dwarf King, Giot, who tells us that there are 4 dark crystals, and the Red Wings have been able to get to 2 of them already, so we're missing 2, or they still have 2 remaining. One of them is in the castle right here. And we feel Yang notices that someone is listening in on us, and we go and investigate. And we get locked in to the crystal room. Some dolls. Sent here by Golbez. Fight can get really annoying. She's already dead. Getting a little bit scary. Right. I think we should be fine as long as... Okay, that's bad. Oh. Yep. That's Galgabrina for you. That was really unfortunate. Like... the dolls killing Rosa before I was able to buff up my party, and then Yang getting one-shotted, and then Kane dying, and then oof. Galgabrina is perhaps the most dangerous fight in the any percent part. Yeah, either that or Ruby Kante. But yeah, the Galgabrina is definitely a fight. And it doesn't help that it's followed by Golbez, so like you have to finish the fight in decent shape as well, especially Cecile. And it's nice for that Kane is alive as well, so I can get some extra damage in with jump. As Kane is... By jumping over this scene, Kane survives. Didn't last long. Oh no, Kane didn't get XP either. I should have revived him. Good for you. Whatever. Yeah, we beat Golbez, but then Golbez's hand is still alive or something. And takes the hand and goes away, so oh well. Some stuff. Power Armlet Elixir and the Dwarven Axe. Then I head to the inn to get 5,000 gil and buy Bottom Inix Downs and High Potions. The Dwarf. And now because I died, puts my continue auto battle off for whatever reason. And that's the thing that's in all Pixar Masters. The first time you load an autosave after starting the game, it turns off your continue auto battle. Unless you then turn it on again and make a new autosave like I did here. So now if I died at this encounter, then my continue auto battle would stay on. What you can also do is you can, before the run, you can load a save file that has continue auto battle active, and then if you start the new game after that, then it won't happen. But I didn't do that. I cracked the cat column. And we head to the Tower of Babel. I think it's to try to stop them from killing the dwarves. Or getting back to crystals, one or the other. Ether. Power Armlet, Claw. Broad Wizard Hat. Get the Corminax. Then Barnabas is the first place where this differs from any percent, in that we have to kill Barnabas C as well. Which in any percent you can avoid by killing the Doctor before Barnabas. Oh, that took me yourself. Thought the target would stay. Ugh. But yeah, Yang sacrifices himself to destroy the... or stop the tower from self-destructing or something. Or destroy the cannon, I think that's what it is. Then, as Cecil and Rosa and Rydia died, I put them to front row because Cecil will now protect them as I revive them. So now every physical attack that's gonna hit my party is gonna hit the back row, which is nice. Yeah, Sid saves us. From falling from the tower. And the Red Wings chase us. And we're trying to get back to the overworld. But then they're just going to follow us, but Sid has a plan and uses a bomb to seal the entrance. Then we need to transfer the hovercraft, and for that we need to install a hook on the aircraft. So we go to the Baron to ask Sid's assistant if they can do that for us. So with the hook, we can go and grab the hovercraft and reach Eblan, or Cave of Eblan. Eblan we've been able to reach for a long time, but There are some routes that go there for some treasure. I don't think it's worth it. Just make the Magus Sisters a bit faster, but it is a big trip to there. So here, we will go and shop. Buy Icebrand and Icelands as Rubicante is weak to ice. Grabbing 2 elixirs here. Spider silk. And silver hourglass. And we find Itch, the Prince of Eblan, fighting Rubicante. And he's also seeking revenge against Rubicante, specifically. We pick up the Traither. Armlet. Power armlet. And Hooray. Heal. It's just really fast, which helps running away from encounters a lot. Then we run into Edge's parents. Turn into monsters. And attack the party. And then they break out of the spell. And yeah, switch back to Rose to normal, and then fight or become tame. It's one of the hardest fights of the run. I will use Spider Silk to slow. I'll actually not do anything the first turn, other than revive and heal of Rhodium. I crucial to use that, not Kane. Understand. No. You can't deal much damage when he has the cloak on. So if reviving there is the correct choice. Till next turn. That probably would be enough, but if it does, if it wasn't, then I would have died. Yeah, those Edge's friends came to help us, but we already beat Rubicante. So we get to the crystals, but it's a trap and we fall. Revive. Still. Controls really. Like not many encounters in the tower, and then doesn't really matter in the cave. Yeah, I find an enemy airship, and the problem is that it can't go on lava, so I need to be able to do something about that if we want to reach any other places in the underworld. But we return to the king to report that we failed to get the crystals, and he gives us Lucas' necklace, which allows the way to the sealed cave, but yeah, we can't get there because the airship can't cross the lava, so we need to find a solution, and the solution is in the infirmary, where Sid happens to be still alive. But yeah, then Sid can upgrade the Falcon to be able to fly over it. So, as we can now, the first stop we'll make is at the sealed, or sorry, not sealed cave, Sylvan Cave. Sealed Cave is where we go and continue the story, but first there is an item we want to get to over here. Got the Ether and the Maiden's Kiss there. Heal of Cain, and then your hourglass to stop all the Malboros. Medieval Titan. Twice. Okay, we'll jump to kill the rest. So that Kane gets all the XP from the fight. I get the Avenger. Then I'm killing these trapdoors to level up Kane. So he also died, so that I don't get killed by a random encounter. Fortunately get an encounter here. Hit the first trapdoor then. Grab the light sword. Black coal. I went back to this trapdoor to get an forced encounter, which then again it resets my steps and makes it possible that I don't get an encounter before the next door, but unfortunately I got it anyway. crit. So, then Demon Wall. But the Avenger that I got, I guess I didn't mention it, has Auto Berserk on, so I can't do anything in this fight other than attack. But Kane should be strong enough to solo the fight. Got a little bit closer than I would have liked. I'll kill some trapdoors on my way back as well. The reason why I didn't kill all the trapdoors on the way in is so that I would have some points to reset the encounters. So I would get fewer random encounters. Preemptives are annoying with Avenger because then Kane attacks before gets a turn, but oh well. I got an encounter skip there. Oh, that's my bad. Guess I'll kill this guy. Or some XP. We kill this one as well. Alright, so then we go back to the castle to inform the king that we have yet again failed as Kane or Golbez got control of Kane again, and Kane stole the crystal, and yeah. It was pretty easy for him as everyone else was dead, but, you know. Yeah, we get to the king, and he's like, oh, well, I guess Golbez has all the crystals, and we can't do anything unless we summon the lunar whale. But, you know, that's just a Mysidian legend, and then we realize that, hey, we have been to Mysidia, we know the legend. We need to get back to the overworld. And, for that, we need Sid's help again. Yeah, Sid attached a drill to the Falcon, so we can dig our way up to the overworld, out of the underworld. So that's what we're going to do. And we head to Mysidia. Can you play this over and over? Inspire you to go get it on Steam. Nice. How are you doing, Gefgarian? How about you had all of the Pixel Remaster side hive on this one? Well, now you have all of them. But yeah, we're able to summon the lunar whale, which rises out of the ocean. And immediately we head to the moon. And we go first we go to see the Hummingways. And sell the Dwarven Axe, Icelands, buy a couple of Dry Ethers. We get to the Crystal Palace. Not the football team. And we're created by Fusoya, who's protecting the Lunarians. And he tells us that Cecil's father, Kluya, was actually a Lunarian. And we tell what Kolbas has been up to, and we need to head to back to Earth to stop the giant of the bubble. Yeah, they... the chant of Babel appears, and now we have to stop it. The Giant of Babel is trying to destroy the entire world, or the blue planet as they call it. And but somehow the dwarves made it to the overworld and are attacking the giant. As well as some airships. Led by Sid and the Elder and Edward. They are able to infiltrate, or they're able to distract the giant so that we can infiltrate the place. So we can go to try to stop the giant. Yeah. I don't think this lone searcher can produce the mech dragon. It might be based on what floor we are on. Or maybe it's based on what encounter is. Nice. I'm grinding these mech dragons. I get XP from every single one I kill. The strategy is to have edge attack the Searcher, which triggers the Mech Dragon spawning. Then Tornado puts Mech Dragon to single-digit HP, which I can then clear with Cecil. Cecil has the Lunar Curtain, so everything hitting Cecil will miss. And Cecil is covering Fusoya, and the rest are getting covered by them being at critical HP. Except for Rydia, who still hasn't died somehow. There is a chance that I... Okay, that's fine HP. Oh, now she dies. The moment her being alive would have actually been useful, then boom. She dies. Temple is nice. I don't know what the gold hairpin does. Cecil and Rosa. Armor. Armlet. Not sure exactly how the menu should be. Nice. So then CPU. Need to wait for Fusea's turn. So can kill the defense node. Good fight. Hey Axie, how are you doing? Yeah, so we busted the CPU of CPU of the side giant, giant explodes. Yeah, we learned that Golbez is Cecil's brother as well. But yeah, the chant explodes, so we've saved the world! Hooray! Although the bad guy is still there. As Golbez has been controlled by Zemus all alone, and Zemus is the actual real bad guy. Yeah, we left the moon and left the girls behind because this is a man's job. But they snuck in on board anyway. But since this is an all bosses run, I'm going to menu here, remove all from edge, Avenger, power unlock, Black Belt E and Black Coal, Kane, Cecil, Rosa, and Kane and Rydia. Items, sword, storage. Yeah, there are some optional bosses that we need to beat. We're starting by... There's 9 of them remaining. And then we go and fight the final boss after that. We can't go to the underworld with the lunar whale, so we need to swap back to another airship. And we head to another optional dungeon here called Path of the Eidolons. Or Cave of the Summons. But... Hey Trento, how are you doing? We reach the land of the summons. Where we're going to fight Tsura first. And I'm going to reflect Asura, so she doesn't heal herself. At least those were on Rosa and not Cecile. And we fight Leviathan. Sure, Cecil. And we learn Leviathan. As Rydia proved her strength by dying first turn on Asura and then staying down for both of the fights. But yeah, after visiting Cave of Summons, we can fight Odin here. The East Tower of Baron. Again, I'll shark still. And Odin is weak to thunder. Well, Rosette throw a Rage of the Gods. Now we've done everything in the overworld as well. That's the only optional boss in the overworld, so we head to the moon next. There's one optional dungeon in the moon that we want to go to. First we cottage though. Everything was on Rosa. Good thing Rosa is in the back row, so she's very tanky. Got another Avenger, that's interesting. You can either cut it there or right before the fight. Chose to do it there because Kane was dead. Wonder if double Avenger I can kill before reflect. First off. target.
So I was trying to find a cool sub-message for 103 seconds now, couldn't think of one. So now you get this, we both have to live with this shame now. You are welcome. Zero-S Jive.
Thank you very much for the re-tier 3 something else. Very much appreciated. Right, ribbon. Thanks luck as well. I'm doing good. Yeah, we're now 33 subs away from FF10 Nemesis percent run. Alright, so final boss time. We have first first we used it had Golbez and Fusoya beat Zemus, and now they're fighting Dromus. Golbez uses Crystal, but because he chose the dark path, Crystal doesn't yield to him, and Dromus just wipes out both. So yeah, and Golbez. But we get the crystal from Golbez. And through power of friendship, our whole party gets revived. And Radiant and Rosa get healed. Because ladies first. Then Kane and Edge get healed. Finally Silk gets healed. You want to auto battle this whole time, because that makes the animations go faster. Dromus starts with time distortion. Matter. Crystal. Better Silk. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that sucks. Oops. the lowest to level to win the final boss? I have no idea. GG.
When you start playing any Final Fantasy game and the final boss is spoiled for you, you say, what happened here?
I guess I've never had that happen to me. I guess. Okay. It was an okay run. The Ceremus fight was really bad. We are behind the entire run, but my PB is really good, so it's hard for me to beat that. But if we compare to like last run, like we were minute 46 ahead by Barbariccia. Like we had a good, like this run was good until Barbariccia, and then I died to Calgobrina. Like that fight was just brutal. It is one of the hardest fights of the run. Golbez was fine. Lugay I made a mistake on, which cost me probably like a minute. So that was another bad one. Gigante was fine. The Sealed Cave went actually well, and the grind went really well. I was back ahead of my last run. CPU was fine. Azura Leviathan Odin went well. Bahamut was fine. White Dragon was fine. Oh, I got an Avenger drop from one of the behemoths, so I was able to do double Avenger for Dark Bahamut, which was nice. Blake went fine. Lunasaur was okay. Ogopogo was a little bit slow, I guess. I did cast Bahamut once. I probably shouldn't do that because of the counter, and it has a long animation. And Zeromus was just bad. I only got 2 Spider Silks off at the beginning, so I struggled to get the third one. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but oh well. I'm gonna play someday FF4 remake on PSP? Probably not. I don't have a PSP, so I see no reason why I would. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I'll be back on Saturday when I'm going to finish the OOA that I started last week. And then I'm probably gonna do another practice run of FF4 as well before the marathon next week. But yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. I'll rate Crowdo, who's running FF13 all chests. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have a good day, everyone.